Okay, let's do it. So 27/14 add 3/2. So, okay, so what am I going to do to add those two fractions? Let me just do it the old way. I could just, share the denominators like that. But did you know there's actually a quicker way, an easier way that has smaller numbers? Probably a lot of you know. What is the what's the LCD here? What's the least common denominator?
The LCM.
Yeah.
Would it be?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys are good. 14, yeah. Now, I'll do that way in a minute, but you could just do it the way we've been doing it, where you just, multiply by the other denominator. That'll work. That's totally acceptable. It's just going to be kind of bigger numbers. So what would we get in that case? We would get what, 54 over 28 plus 42 over 20. See how that made the two denominators the same? They are common, but they're not the lowest common, are they? It's okay. We'll get what, 96 over 28, and now you're just going to have to reduce it in the end because it came out kind of big. And I think you could just divide top and bottom by 4. Is that right? 45, 48. I think it's 24/7. So that'll work. And that's the right answer. That's the valid answer. Now, let me redo it down here. And let me redo it. So 20, so I'll say or. So if instead we wanted to keep the numbers a little smaller, we could do the common denominator method, the least common denominator, instead of multiplying by the other denominator. What would I do to make them both have 14 as their least common denominator? That's the lowest common denominator. What do I got to multiply top and bottom of that guy by?
7.
7, right? And I don't have to do anything with the other one. Everybody tracking with me there? The other one already has the 14, and now this one will be 21 over 14. See, those numbers are a little easier? That's the LCD, which is the same as the LCM that we just spent a bunch of time studying, right? 14 is the least common denominator or multiple, same thing, either way you say it. Yeah, and that way the numbers are a little smaller instead of 28. It's not a big deal on this one. We'll see on the next problem that it can be a big deal sometimes. It'll make the numbers a lot nicer for you to find the LCD, the lowest common denominator, rather than just any common denominator, which is what you get when you just multiply the diagonal thing. You just get any common denominator, which sometimes can be really big and difficult. So this will be not a big deal on this one. 48 over 14. You still have to reduce in the end. Divide top and bottom by 2, and you get, what is that, 24/7? Same thing. Yeah, same answer. Same exact answer. A little bit easier, not a big deal on this one, but sometimes it is a big deal. So that's the difference then. Either way is fine, right? It's or, either way. So you can go the diagonal thing where you get a common denominator, but not the lowest common number. Or you can look at them for a minute and figure out the lowest number that 2 and 14 both go into, and that'd be 14. And then just multiply it just top and bottom by 7 to just make them both 14 denominator. And so that's a little bit easier. Not a big deal on this one. Sometimes it is a big deal. Questions or comments?